Martin McKillier here with Live Anabolic, and that was a really fun photo shoot, but I'm not sure you're going to think today's exercise is all that fun. Alright, so I like to bring you guys new stuff all the time, so it's not just workouts per se. A lot of times it's just an exercise, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to call this the exercise of the week. Alright, we haven't used this in any of my workout programs, and I definitely haven't used any of these exercises in any of my YouTube videos, and that's why I think it's going to be fun. So this is not a workout per se, it's just an individual exercise. It's actually 2 or 3 versions of the same exercise, and it's going to be really awkward to learn it first, but once you kind of master the technique, I think you're actually going to kind of like it because it's so different and so unique from anything else we've done before. And I recommend, guys, to just add this exercise to the end of one of your workouts, especially if you're feeling good and you have a lot of energy, you don't feel like you're just really beat up by the workout that day. Go on, push yourselves, get out of your comfort zone a little bit and try these exercises, because I promise once you get the hang of them, you're going to impress your wife or girlfriend. All right, so all of these exercises are going to be done down the floor, and you know, there's a degree of flexibility and mind muscle connection that you're really going to have to master here, guys. Some people call these an animal flow exercise. I don't know if they're all really animal flow, but they're all done from the basic bear position. All right, so remember, we got the plank when our legs are straight, okay, we're basically, I got our whole body in a plank. And then if you've ever done a bear crawl, this is how you begin. So this is going to be the starting position for everything we do today. So I'm going to show you 3 different things, okay? The very first one, we're going to call this an animal flow to a front step. And all you're going to do is bring your foot up as far as you can to your hand, and just hold it here. You guys, this is a good way to start, all right, because you're really going to need to be able to stretch out your groin muscles, guys. And then just hold it. Then go back to that bear position and hold it. And then you can pick it up a little bit as you stretch out your back and your groin. All right. Now remember, don't hold your breath. Hopefully you could hear that on the camera as I was breathing. Every time I stepped forward, I exhaled, okay? So kind of get that going a few times. Make sure you've stretched out enough that you have that flexibility, okay? And then let's take it a step further. This next derivation is called a front kick through, all right? So I'm going to go through it several times real slow, guys, because it's going to look a little weird on camera, okay? All right, but once you do it a few times, you'll get the hang of it. So you're going to step and then kick through, all right? And just when you're practicing, just put your foot on the ground, all right? And then back on your hands to the bear position. All right, so step, just like we were doing a minute ago, stretching, and then you kick through. And then back to the bear position. Step, kick through, back. Step, kick through, back. Step, kick through, back. I'm not going to move it back here, so I'm going to step, kick through, step, kick through. Okay, so guys, this is really a good cardio exercise, all right? Now, I'm still having to engage a lot of muscles, okay? So when I'm in the bear position, all right, and then especially when I'm transitioning, I got a ton of weight on my arm, and of course, you're engaging your triceps and your shoulders, your chest and your lats, okay? Not to mention all of your core. And that's why I'm breathing so hard, one of the reasons, all right? So, really fun, interesting exercise. And like I said, you're going to feel really weird and you're going to screw it up at first. But just kind of stick with it, because real quickly you're going to understand how to shift your weight, and then the movements of stepping forward and then stepping through with the other leg. And then really after you do it a few times, it's just going to be second nature. It's not that tough. All right, the next one, very similar. All right, I might think it's even a little easier, and this is a lateral kick through. All right, so same thing. We're in the bear position. All right, so all we're going to do is laterally kick through. All right, you can put your foot on the ground, and look, I'm turning my whole torso. I'm facing this way, and you can bring your hand up. Okay, lateral kick through. All right, now guys, if that's a little too hard, let me show you a trick. All right, a little way to cheat. All right, this would be called a sit through. So, bear position. All right, you're going to rotate and sit down on your hip. All right, so all the weight really is on my hip now, just a little bit on my arm, so it's no big deal. All right, come back up to the bear. Sit on your hip. Bring your hands up. Turn your shoulders so you're facing to the side. But all the weight's on my hip. I'm not killing myself right now. This is easy. Back to the bear position. All right, sit through. Bear, knees off the ground, on my toes. Twist, I'm on the ground now, sitting down. All right, so if you have a problem with either the front step through or the lateral kick through, start with that last one I showed you, the sit through, okay? So, see how out of breath I am? This stuff really works, guys. And it's not just about burning calories, okay? It's not just about building up the core strength and the rest of your muscles. It really is a ton about coordination and balance. And that's just stuff that we just naturally lose as we get old. Trust me, guys, I'm 58 years old. And I'm not nearly as coordinated now as I was when I was young. My balance isn't as good. So anytime I can force myself, or you force yourself into these awkward positions, all right, where you're having to balance yourself in these kind of contorted positions, all right, that is fantastic for you, okay? That's working all those proprioceptor cells in your body that tell your brain where all your limbs are in 3 dimensions and how to balance your body, okay? So guys, this is not a workout per se, but I just showed you 3 fantastic exercises that you can add to the end of any workout. All right, what a cool new set of exercises that none of you guys have ever seen or done. I know that. Guys, you're not going to master them overnight, but if you stick with it and don't give up on yourself, I promise you're going to be doing animal flow like a pro.